This question belongs to operating system subject and was asked in GATE CSE 2015 Set 3. So the question states, consider the following policies for preventing deadlock in a system with mutually exclusive resources. So we have 4 policies. Now which of the above policies can be used for preventing deadlock? Okay, so what is a deadlock? Deadlock is a condition in which two or more than two processes are basically in the wait state. So they are waiting for the resources that are held by other resources in a cyclic manner. So what are necessary conditions for deadlock? So necessary conditions are mutually exclusion, which means all the resources should be mutually exclusive. Second is hold and wait, which means a process should hold the resource and wait for its required resource. Third one is circular wait, which means the wait should be in a circular manner. And no preemption. No preemption means resources shouldn't be preempted from, resources are not allowed to be preempted from other processes. Now let us see. Now these are necessary conditions. So if we break any one of them, then there will be no deadlock. There will be no deadlock. If we ensure that any one of them do not occur, then there is no deadlock. Now option A states, process should acquire all the resources at the beginning of execution. If any resource is not available, all the resources acquired so far are released. So it is basically violating the hold and wait. So this will prevent our deadlock. Second is the resources are numbered uniquely and the process are allowed to request for resources only in increasing resource numbers. So if we number the resources and we allow only them to acquire the resources in increasing number, then it basically violates the circular wait, as there will be, we will have having the acyclic graph. So this also prevents. Third option is similar to the second option, but here we have decreasing resource number. Here either we can number the resources in increasing manner or decreasing manner, both will violate our circular wait. Now the fourth is resources are numbered uniquely. The process is allowed to request for resources only for a resource with a resource number larger than its current held resources. So it basically works similar to the second and third point by violating the cyclic waiting. So it makes sure that we have an acyclic graph. We do not have a cycle. So any one of the four can be used to violate the deadlock. So we can have any one of 1, 2 or 3 can be used for preventing deadlock. So correct answer is option D, any one of 1, 2, 3 and 4.